Hello everyone, Simon from SNG here, and after a long break, we come here to show you our newest battle, the Battle of Moscow. I'm here with my good friend Grishabober, as always.
Hello, here's Grishabober, and I hope you will enjoy today's episode.
Yeah, I also hope you will enjoy the battle that we've created. And I also hope you like this episode because it is exactly the last one that will present a 1941-1942 start of the 1942 battle, and it's the end of the of our first Eastern Front campaign, the 1941 one. We're beginning in January 1942. It's possibly the end of Battle of Moscow. The Germans are on their back foot, but they are pushing towards the gates of the Russian capital. And the Russians are desperate to defend because they have nowhere to retreat to. I mean, they have all of the Russia to retreat to as the place, but in their hearts they have nowhere to go elsewhere. Because if the
I
Moscow is
think,
taken, the morale of the Russian people is gone.
yes, and I think that Comrade Stalin um, specifically forbade retreats.
Yeah, it was in 1941. Possibly 2, 3 months after the Operation Barbarossa began. Uh, it was said no step backwards or no, not a
That's
one
right.
step back, something like that.
Right.
That was a brutal order, but it is possible that it enabled the Russian ground forces to hold their ground
Right.
as well
After
as they did.
victory.
Yeah, and come up as victors
Right.
after the war.
Right.
But right now, the Russians are on their back foot as well. They lost a lot of T-34s in the start of the Operation Barbarossa. The new tanks surprised the Germans, but they weren't in quite as good numbers as the other ones. So they were wiped out eventually.
Okay.
And as we see right now, there is no T-34 on this battlefield, only this one wreck on the side of the road right here. But in means of a tank, we have a T-70 light tank watching this road right here that Germans will be coming from, and we'll have the T-28 tank that was upgraded with some additional armor plates that is watching the Russian left flank, but it's all in the means of tank forces that the Russians have today. Uh, they also prepared some trenches with infantry that they placed in front of their factory that they are defending. They have machine guns, heavy machine guns, rifles, SMGs, every piece of gunnery that they could equip themselves with. There is this outpost right here on the Russian right that is equipped with a light AT cannon and some infantry. Of course, there is the factory that is defended by infantry and this beautiful AA cannon, the 37 mm model 1939, that is watching to see every German tank and to blow it up. Because in 1941 and at the beginning of 1942, the 37 mm was more than enough to punch through almost every German tank, except those more heavy ones like Panzer IV and Stug 3 from the front. But from the side, it could blow up any German tank. There also will be a mortar emplacement just one little mortar supporting the defense of the factory, or two factories. The factory compound, shall I say. So there is the first one, the Russian right one, and the Russian left one. The Russian left one is aided by the BA-6 armored car with its 45mm gun. And it could be lethal against lighter tanks, but against medium and heavier ones it could prove to have no effect on them. But we shall see.
So that's the left flank, the center. What's on the right one?
On the right one, the right flank is guarded only by this outpost on this little hill right now, right here on the first line of defense of the Russians, and this 85mm 80 gun position, aided with those troops in this little trench with ammo crates. So the troops are guarding the cannon, and the cannon is guarding the troops from the tanks. The Germans are coming in mass. They brought hundreds of men, dozens of tanks, and tens of troop carriers. They will try to punch through with their brute force as much as they can. Just a little note before we begin. In the last episode, I was mistaken to say that USSR was short of United States of Social Russia, and as much as it sounds well, it is not correct. I'm correcting myself right now. It's Union of Soviet Socialist Republic. It's not so catchy as the United States of Social Russia, but it is the correct form, and we shall use it from now on.
USSR.
Exactly. USSR, Russia, but not United States of Russia. Well, it sounds well.
Right.
Alright, let's begin. The Battle of Moscow.
They are coming out from the fog.
The battle, as always, begins with a little and short artillery barrage, softening up the Russian defenses. The explosions can be heard and seen, but they are to no effect.
As of now.
As of now. The Russians are waiting for the Germans to come, aiming their weapons towards the road and the tree lines.
There is something moving there, yes.
And something is coming up from the road.
Blasting.
A troop of scout cars open fire from the 20mm autocannons, engaging the Russian infantry and light tank, but bouncing from its armor. It's just the beginning of the battle. Preparatory scouting is being done right now. Yeah, the first two are blown up. Only the third one is alive. But for how long? Not for long, as we see. But the first wave of the attack arrives.
You jinxed it.
Yeah, curse of the commentator. Panzer IICs, SDKFZ 251 half-tracks, and a lot of infantry are charging towards Russian lines. On the Russian right.
Broken.
What did you say?
Electrical line was broken.
Yeah, the shots are coming from everywhere. Infantry is going towards cover. They are hiding behind wrecks, behind the walls. and advancing from the fields, as we see here on the German left. This small troop of German infantry is engaging the front outpost.
We already have quite a bit of dead bodies on the snow.
The Russians came prepared. They had a lot of time to prepare the defenses of the capital.
Great position.
A lot of open ground in front of the Germans to come from. But they have the numbers to achieve victory. Let's see the Russian left flank. How did they do right there? The heavy machine gun SG-43 is mowing down the Germans. I'm not sure if using SG-43 is correct for 1942-1941 standards, but it looks cool, so I think it's okay.
It's not something I would catch, you know?
Yep.
But if our viewers are knowledgeable on this, they may comment on that, you know? I have no idea if they were actually used by the Russians.
Yeah, I think if our viewers, if you are knowledgeable at this in this machine gun, when was it produced and used, just tell me in the comments. Should I use it in the next battles or when? Okay, so
it's doing a great job here at holding them down.
yeah, the Russians are doing great on their left flank. They knocked out every German armored vehicle that was thrown at them. The captured French P2041, Panzer II, Panzer I, half-tracks, infantry is crawling in the snow. Well, they are not doing good on the Russian left flank, the Germans.
That did well for the Germans, absolutely not.
Oh, the trees are burning. The Germans brought on the left flank a flamethrower, or as they call it, the Flammenwerfer.
That may help them quite a bit.
Yeah, let's look for the operator of it. Where are you? Flamethrower. Oh, that's a medic right
thought
here.
that this kind of weapon would be used more in a city setting. You know, like street-to-street fighting.
And it was. The Germans are at the gates of Moscow, so the street fighting is ahead of them.
Alright, that's why they have it with them.
And they're coming into a factory area, so it could be useful as well there.
Right on, right on. They're approaching the building of
Oh,
a
the medic
factory.
rushing towards the Russian lines. I didn't
Right,
expect.
is that a Parabellum?
Yeah, that's the PO8, famous Luger.
Oh, this guy is really out there to kill.
Yeah, the German Rambo.
Right.
Right, Germans are, I think, cleared the first outpost on the Russian right. But I hear that the second wave has come in. Panzer I is engaging the infantry.
Well, what is that second tank there?
What second tank? This one?
Yeah, the one on the right.
That's the Panzer II with the 20mm autogun.
I could mistake it for a T-34.
Oh! The Germans are
first
using
look.
the Flammenwerfer
Whoa.
against the light tank.
Doesn't seem to work. It gets closer. There.
I think he's patching up his wounds. But the Panzer III, the medium tank of the German army, is coming up on the side of the light tank. Can the Germans knock the
Where are the
T-70
grenades?
out?
Where are their grenades? Why are they not using...
I don't know, maybe they have only fragmentation grenades.
Right.
Okay, I think this shot, yeah, it disabled the tank.
Now they're being eliminated by the German infantry guy.
And the Panzer I that rushed up too much was blown up by the cannon on the far side of the road.
So this one is just a decoration now.
Yeah, the Germans are breaking through the first line of defenses, at least on their right side, on their left side. But the Russian left side is holding well. Even the first trench wasn't reached. Where are the tanks? Where are the tanks? Where is the Panzer Force? There is Blitzkrieg.
There is something burning right here.
There is your Blitzkrieg. Panzer III burning the side of the road, with the crew dead outside.
So this is stagnating here.
Yeah. But maybe the guys from the German left flank can help with this one.
Oh yeah, they were surrounded on the left.
Oh, they're coming up close to the SG-43.
They are using the bushes nicely for a cover. Oh, there you
they
go.
got taken out.
That will open the floodgates in the middle.
Very possibly. The half track's coming up. Panzer III is engaging the tanks with the T-28. Oh, the infantry is has breached the factory. The factory gates are opened. Can this 37mm AA? No, it can't.
Yet again, you jinxed it.
I told ya.
You've got the power.
The curse.
commentator's curse.
Oh well.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with the commentary.
I have to be careful what we speak.
But 3 is a charm, so you know, maybe now it's not gonna work anymore.
Yeah, but this one can for sure do it.
I'm scared now. Alright, he survived.
Yeah. Oh, and the Panzer III is burning. The ammo is cooking off.
Oh, that's an intense fire.
Yeah, and the surprise T-26 reinforcement tank right here is dead. I expected it to do a little bit more, but oh well. That's the case of hell. I always give both sides the chance to win, and it is such here.
Right, they are on the grounds of the factory.
Yeah, Russian infantry hiding behind barrels. Yeah, the infantry of the German army is closing up. Let's see the left flank. Oh, I'm hearing some tank shots on the left side. Yeah, the Germans are coming up from the side. The sneaky Panzer IV was engaging
Smoking.
the Russian line of defense. This one, this little armored car that I told you about, that I said was of no use against heavier tanks, just knocked out the turret of this Panzer IV. And knocked out the whole tank as well.
Just sitting duck now. How they come.
Just getting decimated by the machine gun fire. But the Stug is coming as well. Let's see how it will do.
Will it go around it? The ground seems to be frozen solid.
As we said in the previous one, the 1941-1942 winter was the coldest one of the 20th century, possibly.
Which was lucky for Germans on the one hand, because of the frozen ground. If not, they would be stuck in the mud, you know?
But it was more lucky to the Russians.
It's favored them because of low temperatures, yes. Okay.
Stug is coming up close. It's showing its side, but it cannot be penetrated by this little tank. Oh! Russians are using the 80 grenades, but they miss. What is this Stug doing? I think it's a new crew.
I think they just wanted to avoid the grenade.
Maybe they're rushing towards this 80 cannon.
Maybe that's...
What are you doing, Stug?
He's going straight for the most dangerous piece of equipment. Look at this.
What the hell? It's just
Awesome.
riding through the Russian lines, not caring about anything.
Oh, it's gonna get stuck on that tree. Or it'll mow them down. It's stuck. Isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know, mate. Can it do it?
Oh, we can't even see what
Can
they're
it
doing
single-handedly destroy one Russian flank? No, we shall see. But now let's look at the center and right flank of the Russians. Another brave tank rolling through the Russian defenses.
And stuck on the tree.
Yeah, its tracks are off. And it's being engaged by a 80 gun, I think. Yep, this one. Yeah, I'm getting some destruction noises. Yep. It's cooking off as well. Oh, and it exploded, giving no chance to the crew. The Germans broke through the defenses of the Russian right factory. Germans are even using captured Pepeshas right here.
Right. So now this is turning into like lots of duels.
Yeah, it comes up to those little battles between 2 or 3 soldiers just holding their objectives. But I think the Russians can still do it. You see, the T-28 that was entrenched right here survived. It's the first line of defense of the Russians on their left flank, and it hasn't been destroyed.
Right, still useful.
Yeah, and it's being engaged by this one, this Panzer III. But the short 50mm gun is of no use against the T-28's heavy armor.
So it's just a matter of time here.
And just look at all of those wrecks right here on the road. Well, we'll look at the losses of both sides after the battle, but I think there will be, no matter the outcome, the losses for both sides will be tremendous.
And so it was in reality. So
Exactly.
it was in reality.
shots are just ricocheting off of the armor of T-28. Ding, ding.
Now they'll kill it from back.
I think the turret
Grenade?
is disabled. Yeah, German infantry is coming up from behind. But the machine guns are still active.
This guy got it. Close up.
And this gun is engaging the
They
Germans
are.
as well.
That's their last hope there.
Oh, he's scout half track. He's coming up. With this observer and a machine gun. It's the... I think it's the HQ vehicle of the attack. What will be helpful?
They should move closer.
I think they're afraid. Oh, the Panzer III was repaired. Its tracks are on right now, and it's penetrating the T-28 from behind. But will it knock it out?
Well, it's
Still
got
bouncing.
some cover from that little trench. You see, those shots are hitting the ground.
Yeah.
There it comes.
Oh, and the 80
Alright.
grenade from the infantry
Fine.
starts fire in the engine. Now the tank is... Yeah, the crew jumps out burning with a horrible death.
That's it.
And that's the T-28 knocked out. Let's see how the Stug is doing. I'm wondering if it's still alive. And the Stug is knocked out. Yeah, as you said, it got stuck.
Up there, yeah.
The stag got stuck. Yeah, the Americans often call Stug the stag.
Right.
Well, it annoys me sometimes, but well, it's good enough. Everyone knows that it's a Stug. But the Russians are not running out of AT weapons to defend their motherland. Almost jinxed it as well.
Well, that's just one guy now operating it.
Oh, a tank coming up from the trees.
A duel again. Oh, that's it.
That's it. The 37mm AT is knocked out. And what did knock it out? It was the Panzer III that destroyed the T-28. And the HQ vehicle is destroyed as well. So the Germans are slowly but truly going ahead.
Gaining ground, yes. Are there any reinforcements still
No, that was the last wave.
possible? That's it, okay.
Yeah, the German forces are depleted from the 1941 battles. They cannot afford to lose more tanks.
Right.
Oh, the Panzer IV was taken out in the middle of the factory right here. What a brutal battle! But it's not the end of it. They have a whole another compound of this factory to clean before they win. But as you said, it comes up to those little skirmishes.
Right. So there are just some foot soldiers, right? Just some infantry guys there. They don't have anything heavy.
Yeah, but as we saw with the Stug, the infantry, some infantrymen are equipped with 80 grenades, so they are capable. Okay, this one little front trench right here is holding as well against this Panzer III. Not holding anymore.
And they can't do much without the crew, right? Without the infantry support.
Yeah.
If they come too close, they will be dealing with grenades.
Yeah, but
Oh,
they clear the trench. Okay, I help the AI to go in the good direction towards the compound of the factory.
Right.
But that's it. I'm just helping with the small stuff, so it's not cheating.
Right.
But are Germans running out of infantry? I only see like 3-4 men in one place. They're running out of everything, as they did in real life. Some say that the army of the Third Reich never restored their power after the Battle of Moscow.
And that's where they finally lost the initiative, yes.
Yeah.
Stalingrad, Moscow, and that was it.
First time they were retreating in World War II.
Extended supply lines, we know the story.
Brutal winter, everything was against them.
Napoleon, Hitler,
Yeah.
we all know.
Even their leader was against them. Yeah, some people come to say that if there wasn't Hitler, the
they would have had
Germans
more
could
chances,
possibly even won.
Right? His instability certainly wasn't helping the generals and the experienced leaders, yes.
I just realized, isn't the ward of the leader of the Third Reich forbidden on our platform?
Say it again?
Isn't the name or the surname of the guy with the little mustache forbidden on YouTube?
Oh, why would it be? I'm not sure.
I think it is.
Is it just like
That's
this?
why that's why everyone avoids it. That's
really?
yeah.
Okay. I wasn't aware of that.
I think we should cut that out.
Okay, we can do that, but wait a moment. How about the freedom of speech? Like,
No freedom
I can't
of speech
say
at all.
names of historical personages. That I'll look into it.
Well, that's YouTube. You can expect everything from it.
Well, they just maybe.
That's a stalemate right here. The vehicles shooting at the infantry cannot do much. Okay, let me help the German infantry if there is any left. There is no left. Almost no left.
That's why it has stagnated like that.
Yeah, only the vehicles are active, but not even a lot of them. Just those two half-tracks and the Panzer III.
So this battle may not even be resolved because it kind of.
Yeah, the Germans, even if they destroy all of the defenses of the Russians, they are not capable of holding their ground if the counterattack comes.
Exactly. They came here, they destroyed the defenses, and they are spent.
Yeah, and they are not advancing anymore. Jinxed it! And,
Oh, he's dealing
just
with
as I,
the other
just when I said
tanks.
that the Germans are not advancing, the Panzer III is moving forwards, or
He's
is it
lucky.
retreating?
He's the one that didn't get stuck on the tree yet.
Yet. His comrade's dead, but he didn't. He survived. But will he have the balls to rush into the infantry positions?
He's going there.
Maybe we don't have to end it right here.
He's gonna go around the building.
Around the factory building and into the line of sight of the BA6 armored car. Rushes through the sandbags. Goes up from behind.
And yeah.
It's missing all the time.
He's packing it into that little shed.
And another one. Something must be off with this shed. Oh,
There.
or was it this infantryman?
Yeah, he was trying to hit that guy there. Now he got it. He did it. Oh, nice.
Just blowing up single infantryman. Well, Panzer III, I know you can do better.
He's afraid to move.
Well, he moved here, so why not go all the way?
He wants to pick them off one by one.
Okay, let's see how the half-tracks are doing. Are they retreating? No, they just reposition.
No, he's looking for a way in, I think. Yeah.
As the Panzer III, the half-tracks are advancing. Dismounting their crew? Okay, that's unexpected. Oh, getting shot by the BA6.
Oh, he goes back in. Just needed some
And
pressure.
gets destroyed. Gets knocked out. The
So,
interior is
not
destroyed.
again.
Yeah. One half-track less. Okay, let's see. If the Panzer
Now
III
it's moving.
will get destroyed by the BA6, we'll end it right there. The German army will not be capable of going any further without this tank. Panzer III, I know you can be intelligent. What are you doing?
Just hates those crates.
Russians are hiding everywhere. They could be in those crates as well.
Better safe than sorry.
And he's advancing, finally! Breaks the fence. Oh, getting engaged from the left. And from the front by not this one. Ah, this 80 rifle. This commissar observing whatever is behind those bushes. Oh, and the DHK 12.7 heavy machine gun is engaging the Germans. What is it shooting at? It was shooting at the half-track. And another half-track comes out from the trees. The Germans saw that the comrades were advancing and they decided to continue moving forwards.
Can they mop it up?
The Panzer III is tracked. think it doesn't see the BA6 yet.
He's getting hit, but it's ricocheting.
Oh! He hit the armored car and knocked it out with a single blow.
Out they go.
Yep, there we are. The half truck is rushing towards the enemy lines. And gets blown up. Oh well, that's unfortunate for the Germans. Yeah, the Panzer III is detracked. It's under fire of this 80 rifle. Let's have mercy for the crew and just let them jump out of their vehicle and retreat towards their lines.
So it looks like the Germans were actually stopped.
Yeah, as in real life. They almost captured Moscow, almost won, but almost is almost. They didn't succeed in the long run.
Huge effort, lots of losses on both sides.
Yeah, tremendous losses, just as I said. Just look at the amount of casualties. We're marking Germans in yellow and Russian casualties in red. This whole battlefield is a pool of blood.
Well, it is a great anti-war film.
Just look at those rows of bodies
Right.
lying on the ground. And
Where is the glory in this?
yeah, and look at the wrecks. The vehicles that were destroyed by the tank, by the cannons, the AA gun, everything is destroyed right here. And that's how the German offensive was stopped in history. Some shots are can be heard from the distance, but the battle is over. The Germans have lost.
The attack has no dynamic anymore.
So, thank you for watching this battle in Gates of Hell that we created. I hope that you enjoyed it. We had a long break. I think it was like a month or two even. I think it was 2 months. We're sorry for it, but I hope we could get back on the schedule with uploading one video in 2-3 weeks. So,
Simon, what are we planning next after this campaign?
so as we ended the 1941 Eastern Front campaign, we had some requests from the viewers that we could fulfill. I also started to enjoy the Hot War mod that is available on the Steam Workshop. It adds 1960s units, the Cold War gone hot. So maybe we could try this out. There is also a mod for American forces to this game, and we had a request for the Bulge, Battle of the Bulge. So we could do that. We will see. But
Okay, so these are possibilities. These are all the options.
yeah, for sure it's not the end. And of course, in some time we will continue the Eastern Front, 1941, and then 1943, 1944, and to the Battle of Berlin in 1945.
Excellent.
But in the meantime, we can fulfill your requests, viewers. So write in the comments what will you like to see in the next episodes, 2 to 3 maybe, and we shall see you in the next one.
All right. See you soon, I hope.
Bye bye.